Hello, viewers. I'm SB, and welcome back to Immortality. I'm feeling pretty awful today, if I'm being honest with you, but it's fine. Listen, this thing here, it's not physically stressful. I suspect I will manage to survive it, unless something truly horrible happens. Hey, speaking of truly horrible, where is my notebook? Hold on a second. This would have been a good thing to do before starting the recording. Haha. It's fine. It's good. Hold on. I'm right. Okay. I don't know why it was over there, but it wasn't. It wasn't far, at least. Okay, so we've discovered some things. Yes, we know now some of what the game has in store for us. I don't know if that's the only, if the backwards thing is the only twist, but it's definitely something weird. Anyway. At the moment, I don't know if there's too much we can do aside from just continue to compile footage and watch for opportunities to find the backwards lady. So, yeah, let's do that. My plan was oh, that's right. I had a plan. My plan was pay attention to the secondary characters a bunch. I'm interested in the dark-haired lady from Ambrosio. Let's focus here. This is going to get us a lot of footage from the film.
Cut.
Nope, give me that thing. For some reason, I was remembering. Here's how bad my memory is. In my memory, this was Marissa. When we opened this scene up just now, I was a little shocked. I cannot remember things from day to day. Pretty much ever. Okay, here we go. New footage. Table reads, again.
Jacinta's house. The door into Avara and Antonio's home. Ambrosio steps to the door, his face concealed by a cloak. The door opens. Antonio stands there.
Father,
He removes his hood.
is it possible? You've broken your vow to soften my mother's agonies.
I was moved by your devotion to your mother, and by how attentive you are to my sermons. Is your mother awake?
Yes. Come in.
He enters. Interior, Jacinta's house. Avara's room. Ambrosio and Antonio enter. Avara lies on her bed. He's weak.
Mother, your confessor is here.
Father Ambrosio.
It is him.
Thank you, Antonia. You may leave. I will minister to your mother's soul.
Of course.
Bless me, Father, for I have sinned.
Interior, Jacinta's house. Corridor. Antonio shuts the door behind her. She's thrilled to have Ambrosio in her house. Crosses herself, turns and bends down to look through the keyhole, eye to the keyhole, watches. Ambrosio's hands on face as he listens to Avara confess her sins. His gorgeous eyes are attentive and pure. Track 2, interior, Jacinta's house, corridor. Antonio watches, and raptured. She starts when Ambrosio is finished, stands and quickly, silently walks to her door, opens it and enters her room.
Arthur, what's Ambrosio thinking here? This is his first time ever leaving the Abbey. Am I just following my libido? Am I intending to seduce Antonia?
Don't worry too much about that. Keep your face blank so the audience can project onto it. You are their vessel. They will see you looking, and then we will cut to what you're looking at. And through you, they will see. You will be looking for them, so use your eyes. Sophia, Marissa, your job is to be looked at. Let us try. Look at Antonia. Sweet innocence. Now look at Matilda. Pure carnality. You see, you will desire what the audience desires. The more you let them use you, the more brilliant they will think you're acting. You don't need to film this.
I don't know who that guy is. He was called Arthur. This is the film that wasn't directed by Durek, but according to the Steam store page, the director of this film is called Alan Fisher. So I don't know who the fuck Arthur is. He seems like a money person. He seems like a producer. He's literally the suit in the room. Not super useful, this one. All right, keep digging.
For echo, take 3.
That was probably the beginning of the scene given... Oh, no, sorry, that's an upside-down clapboard, right? So that would have been the end of the scene.
I promise not to peek.
I have already seen you naked, so it's only fair.
All right, settle down.
I love this bird effect very much.
Ready on smoke. And action. Smoke. Mirror. Sophia. Bird. Cut.
Tell slates. For echo, take 3.
Pass Miss Morgana her robe while we check the gate.
Well, this video's getting age-gated. I mean, everybody knows that it is fine for me to show you all the, you know, various blood and decaying corpses and dismemberments and everything that we've seen in all of the other series in the video, but a boob? I don't know. Somebody could die. I'm realizing I don't actually know that actress's name. Something Morgana, huh? There was that interview footage that had her and Marissa in it. Her name might be in that. Let's jump over there. Where is that? This was an interview, right?
How's it been working with Robert Jones? I imagine you're the envy of all your girlfriends.
Robert has been wonderful. He's given me a lot of advice, and, well, obviously he has a lot of experience.
Marissa is just a natural, you know? We're just trying to keep up.
I think I realized there's more of me in the character, or perhaps there's more of the character in me. I think as a young woman, you are expected to behave in a certain way, and there are cinematic types that are actually quite freeing. And here, the most powerful character, the freest character, is mine. It's liberating to wield that kind of power.
I understand there are quite heavy love scenes in this picture. Is that something you find uncomfortable?
Well, I think those scenes are there for a reason. You know, it's a part of the plot that feels important. It's not gratuitous. I think the way
I enjoy them. I think more people should try it, take their clothes off on camera.
Oh, actually.
Oh, wow. I'm a good Catholic girl.
Making a movie is about capturing the light that bounces
Sophia.
off your skin.
Interesting. Okay. We had the soft version of the sound there, so we're going to get a superimpose.
I believe woman in him.
Or you look like digging that. How I want.
Okay, interesting. So that's the outfit that the rewind woman, and that is my official the name for her now, the backwards lady, you know. That is the outfit that she appears in when she pushes Sophia to the ground, but then it's Marissa who's on the ground in that cathedral scene, right? Unless I'm also misremembering that, you know.
Enjoy them. I think more people should try it, take their clothes off on camera.
How about you, Sophia?
Oh, wow.
So in order to get that forward, I have to play it while...
How about you, Sophia?
No, okay, there's just no way to see this
I'm a good Catholic
this
girl.
footage forward.
Making
Okay.
a movie is about capturing the light that bounces
You know,
off
I was thinking about this, the thing she's saying
recording it on
here.
film and then releasing it to the audience in the theaters. When you're sat in the theater, the light that hits your eye, it's part of this chemical chain that reaches back to and touches my skin. I think in that way, if we make movies that show more of the body, it could be a powerful magic.
You make it sound indecent.
And do you hope to do more acting after this? Have you got a taste for it, Marissa?
Oh, I very much hope so.
Yeah, the thing about a powerful magic, you know, you have to wonder. given some of the things we've seen. I don't know how clearly it's coming through on the audio, and it certainly won't be audible when I'm speaking. But there is sort of like a thrumming in my headphones that kind of sounds like the very muted version of that sound that signals the superimposed images. Yeah, and it's clearest when we're in this column. Like if I move over here, I can hear it ticking into the, like moving over into the right audio channel. Actually, it gets fainter when we get away from this clip in general. But this is a clip we watched yesterday, right? Or the last time. We know what's in here. I don't think we had any on this one. I don't think we had any indication that there was weirdness, right? But we were definitely getting, there's definitely, I don't know, maybe I'm reading too much into like a very simple ambient sound on that menu. Okay, hold on.
Ich will mir Manor, you must know what niggas. Big influence on me growing up. And I'm Debbie. Ich will mir Manor, you must know what niggas.
I can't make that out. It's whatever it is, it's very faint. Let's do a slower playback. Hold on.
A loincloth, fighting gladiators was a big artistic influence on me growing up. And I'm Debbie. You didn't wait your turn.
Okay, this I think is as slow as we can go. Sorry, we're still going forward. There we go. Now this is as slow as we can go backwards. So we'll have a second here to look at this image. Whatever it is, it's like very faint. I'm gonna take a screenshot here when it superimposes so that I can maybe analyze it in a little bit more clarity. So look at Marissa looking at the camera right now. Okay, here's the sound. Oh, interesting. It's so much clearer when played slower. So that's definitely the backwards lady on the left. I have no idea who that person on the right is.
A loincloth, fighting gladiators was a big artistic influence on me growing up.
I have to say, also, if I pause it, it's going to break the illusion. Yeah, shit. Now that I'm listening for it, the very, very soft sound is audible, but I definitely missed it when we were watching through this the first time, and I don't know that I ever would have heard it without it being signaled to us somehow that it was there. Right, like if you listen, you can hear it now because the footage is paused, but if we back up a little bit here and then play it, I'm going to play it forward from here and I'm going to shut the hell up so you can hear. Here, I'll even go back a couple more seconds so you get some audio before it and then you get it. I don't know how I would have heard this otherwise.
Simons, seeing him in a loincloth, fighting gladiators was a big artistic influence on me growing up.
Yeah, it was there, but it was so faint. Okay, so the menu is going to give us some information as well. Okay, the first time we saw the backwards lady, in the clip where she strangles John, they said something about the other one, right? There was a passage about disappointing the other one. And John said he's dead. And Marissa said, or not Marissa, sorry, well, I mean backwards Marissa, whatever, the backwards lady, said perhaps. So, I don't know, that figure there is kind of hard to read, but it could have been masculine. That could have been the he. What is this clip labeled? 528, okay. I'm just going to make a quick note because this is very curious. I don't know what to make of this at all. 528, 70. And you know what? Maybe this is what we're going to use the favorite function for. We are going to heart clips where we don't know what the fuck is going on. Would be a good way to keep track of things. All right. Probably just back to it. Hold on. I want to see this again.
We bask in the loneliness.
So there are some clips where the amount of backwards actually does matter. In every clip of the backwards woman that is related to this movie, we see her in this, I don't even know what to call this. Dress? It's kind of a dress. It's dress shaped. Or it could be, I mean, it's a Snuggie, you know. The important thing is, we see her in this thing, and that's pretty different from her appearance in anything else.
I've seen a few. It was almost...
So, I mean, I don't speak French. I know a handful of words in French. That's got to be "Are you an angel?" right? I'm gonna tab out to the Babelfish real quick and. All right. Êtes-vous un ange? Yeah, "Are you an angel?" Okay, I mean. It makes sense, both contextually and just like, you know, English is kind of sort of partially a Romance language, and a lot of our words are derived from the same roots as French words. So, if the backwards lady is supposed to be representative of something about Marissa, this clip's pretty weird. It's pretty weird that this happens. But then in this clip over here, where's my cursor? There we go. In this clip over here, she takes the place of Sophia.
Action.
Does she look at the camera as much in the clips from the other movies? Because she looks at the camera a bunch in the clips from this movie, and that's, you know, the primary, my immediate primary takeaway is, that's unsettling. I don't like that. But there's actually something there, right? Because we know that in scenes from this movie, John Durick is behind that camera. I mean, he's sort of behind the camera in the other ones too, right? One would expect. But maybe not as directly. Yeah, I don't know. There may not actually be anything to that. All right, let's keep diving on Sophia here.
Scene 54, rehearsal.
Ambrosio enters from the passage. Ambrosio opens the lid. Antonia in her shroud, her mother's corpse next to her.
Fatal beauty. For you I have murdered. And now you're mine. To have you right now. But I will hold. A meal such as this should be savored. Already I can feel life return to your body. Each pump of your heart gives rise to your breast. I once loved you truly. But after so much turbulence, only the grosser parts of my desire remain.
He waits.
Where am I? Mother? I had a dreadful dream. Let me go. I cannot stay here.
Be calm, Antonia. You're in no danger. She recognized me.
Father Ambrosio, my friend. But why am I here? I dreamed I was dead. This tomb frightens me. Good Ambrosio, please take me home. Why do you look at me like that? Father?
It's not fear. This sepulchre is a place of joy. A private glade where we may lay and know each other. The darkness is a friendly cloak to cast over outer light. Your body will tremble with such pleasures.
Unhand me. Why have you brought me to this place? This horror.
Compose yourself. Perhaps I should explain your situation to you. The world above ground is forever lost to you. There they think you're dead. No one's coming for you. Here. You're mine. I have desires that I must gratify or I will die. Don't be afraid. I'll teach you to enjoy such things. Stop this struggling. It's childish. Yield. Put your lips to mine.
No!
As we're speaking plain, I should tell you. All of this struggling only excites me further.
Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now finish.
Wow, they're just putting that whole thing on screen, huh?
Your honor is gone. What will take its place, I wonder? Hold.
Wait, you more. Let me return home.
Return home? So you can proclaim me to the world? No. You stay here. You will live here in this tomb, surrounded by death. Witness my suffering. It was you who plunged my soul into infamy. You've made me into a hypocrite, a ravisher, an assassin.
Spare me.
I cannot.
Enter Matilda.
You are wanted in the chapel. You must join them soon or raise their suspicions.
An accomplice. Kill me now rather than subject me to further obscenities.
That would be my pleasure.
Again, less emotion.
That would be my pleasure.
One more time. Hold the dagger like this.
That would be my pleasure.
Hold. Gosh, you suffered enough. I wish I'd never listened to you and your poison. Wish I'd never seen your face.
Coward! You've already robbed this girl of everything that matters to her. What does it matter to finish the job and send her on to her god? You tremble at such a tiny cry.
Excellent. Here we cut.
Well, this is quite a film. Ambrosio. Subtitle, I raped a zombie and it's everybody else's fault. So there was a sound. I wish there was a better way to... I wish we had a timeline. I need a timeline so I can click around. It was around the assault, I believe. Not, you know, super shocking. So apologies for having to go back through this, y'all. Fuck, okay. This is one of those ones where we're gonna wanna slow step it, and that sucks because I don't want to. Again, apologies. Wait, no, shit. I have to go further through it.
3.
Okay, the sound just ended. Okay, we're gonna go back through it as slow as possible. Fucking not my favorite shit in the universe to be made to watch this as slow as possible for mechanics reasons. Okay, not a huge surprise there. That's kind of what I was expecting to see. She's completely looking away. She almost like she doesn't care. Marissa has this look on her face the whole scene. She's not just watching them, she's like rapt, I thought. But I can't tell. Here her eyeline is almost like... It's almost like she's dissociated. She's not really looking at them at all anymore. Okay, well, I mean, there are implications there, obviously. Boo. Boo on this scene, not a fan. Give me a clean shot of her face. Let's just keep diving.
My mother's ghost told me I would die.
So is the movie... the plot of this film is wild. Is it like a Romeo and Juliet? I took a temporary dying potion or a poison type thing. I mean, I assume he gave her this poison. Or is it has to be, right? Or does he literally have magic powers? That's not outside the the realm of possibility in this kind of film, I think. Like, I could totally see it being the case that he has the ability to bring the dead back to life, and this is what he used it for. Because, like, you know, he's supposed to be a very reprehensible character.
Boy named Bravo, take 1.
That guy's weird. The clapboard guy is weird.
Action.
Flora gave me the strength for you.
My mother's ghost told me I would die tonight.
It's illusion of your grief. Your mother is in a better world now.
You all think me mad. Grief assaults my heart, not my senses.
Wait.
What, brother?
Nothing. Sorry. Tired.
You say the ghost is my imagination, but your nervousness betrays you. I grow tired. Would you stay here and watch over me? No specter would dare show itself to a holy man.
It would be improper for me to remain here as you sleep.
Perhaps wait outside. I have a premonition.
Line?
I would speak with Flora.
Good night.
Cat, going straight again.
I'm sorry, Arthur.
Yeah, I would have reversed through that even if we hadn't heard a sound. That's very fishy. Oh. All right, we're going to take it back slower. I'm hoping for subtitles. So, okay. Here's a problem. I don't know if she's backwards or forwards because we're still rewinding the footage in that clip, right? We have lots of clips where we rewind our way into footage that runs forward with the backwards lady in it, but in all of those cases, it's like jumping to a new clip and then fast forward and rewind totally work in the way that you would expect from that point. So even if I could read lips, which I extremely cannot, I have no idea what she was saying. I would not know whether to interpret those sounds in reverse order or not. I guess if you could figure out what the phonemes are from the way she's moving her mouth, it would probably be pretty easy at that point to tell because they probably only make sense one way. I'm going to watch real close and try to get it here. My understanding is that even people who are really good at lip reading shit, I have no idea. Yeah, my understanding is that even people who are really good at lip reading only get like a third of what's being said and then they just reconstruct from context. I don't know if that's true, but that's the thing I heard and I'm realizing I have no corroboration for that at all. Okay, so let's jump a little bit more.
How's it been working with...
Okay, this we have...
And we cut to Tilda.
Nope, give me this. There we go.
Scene 47, rehearsal.
A solemn walk. Antonia, childlike, no doubt in your mind.
I have seen my mother at night.
A dream.
Perhaps. She told me I would be dead in 3 days.
You have a long life ahead of you, my child. Your grief will lessen.
Maybe. I do not fear death.
Walk on. Walk on. And we cut to Tilda. Devilish smile. More devilish. Imagine you just saw Robert's dick.
I don't know what would be so exciting about that. As a person, listen, even as a person who is attracted to men, Dick's kind of like, here's the problem with Dick. It is abundant and low value because of its abundance. By itself, not terribly exciting. All right, well, that was kind of whatever. The plot of this film is very interesting to me. I like, aside from the fact that I don't particularly want to watch more sexual assault on film, I legitimately would like to see this film, this movie at the very least. Honestly, probably also Minsky.
Fuck off, Arthur. You can just cut her.
52 apple, take 5.
Ready, Sophia? 3, 2, 1. And action.
There is no pause. I have never seen such tragedy as mother and daughter dying together in such proximity. It is hard to fathom God's plan in this.
Yet he has a plan.
I would like to perform a surgery to ascertain the ailment.
I admire your rigor, but I would not want to visit more violence upon this innocent body. Perhaps we lay her to rest. Leave the accounting to God.
You are right. There is a time for science, but this is not it. We will compel her to St. Clair's to be interned. 2 days before the feast day. There is ugly timing to this.
deserves a feast, Antonia will be restored to you.
This was a hard task.
The harder the task, the sweeter the reward.
Cut. Okay, let's go again. We saw you breathe, Sophia.
Fuck off, Arthur. You can just cut around me.
Look good from here.
Oh, well, fine. You direct then. John, you and Robert can fix your own mess.
That shot's kind of set up to fail, though. You put the cloth over her in close with like that whatever split diopter shit you're doing there to make sure that she's in focus like that. You're gonna see everything. That's. You can't tell an actress to hold her breath for 3 minutes. That's just not. Also, the plot of this is that Marissa's the devil, right? The character Marissa's playing, Matilda. That's, I guess, the comeback to life. We don't need Romeo and Juliet poison. What if we just have Satan? Truly. Truly, Satan is the solution to all problems. I don't think there's anything of value in that, though, necessarily. I am going to run the whole scene back in fast reverse here. Just kind of curious if anything will pop, but I didn't hear any indications. I wonder what the technique is for that, for like, because she's breathing heavily up until the moment. You're not just holding your breath, right? You have to breathe, but remain very still. I'm sure there's solid technique to that, to breathing without appearing to breathe. This we saw. Although, you know, it strikes me that perhaps also, this is gross. Whoever's talking sucks, and I hate him. You know, it turns out there's a lot of sexism in the world. Because I'm wondering more and more about the backwards lady being connected to Sophia here.
Exterior.
Or, you know, maybe she is just like... It is still the case that in every sequence where we see her, we have the expectation of John, right, being in the room, like behind the camera or on camera or whatever. I'm starting to think maybe we've hit the end for this strategy. Yeah. Okay. Is there any version of this where we're not like... How would we see scenes that are not likely to have John Durick in the room? It would have to be behind the scenes stuff. To be perfectly honest with you, that very first thing we saw, the interview on the evening show with just Marissa, is maybe the only clip we've seen where it's not reasonable to assume that John's in the room at the time of the filming. And it's very interesting that you know, went first. Getting what feels like kind of a lot of ambient background noise right now. And it doesn't seem to matter where we're pointed. Yeah, highlighting this clip is not changing it at all. I don't know. Maybe this is the level of background noise we've been getting the whole time, and I've just been made hypersensitive to it now. All right, let's try Robert.
I imagine you're the end.
$22 apple, take 2.
And action.
Sorry, can we go again?
Keep rolling from the top. Again. Action.
I was starting to fear you would not come. You have the key?
Yes.
Wait, I hear voices.
Stop your mewling, child. We are taking you into the depths of the earth. Surrounded by the corpses of our order, there shall you rot, lest you further offend our edicts.
I have prayed and prayed. No soul has been as penitent as I. I beg you to show mercy. If not for me, then for my unborn. Please.
Your contrition seems genuine. Genuine? Have more guile, sister. This girl disgraced me. Disgraced our order in front of Madrid's idol. The very man I hoped to impress with the strictness of my discipline. To sin before Ambrosio is to sin before God. We follow the rules to the letter. In with her.
No, please. Have mercy. Please have mercy. No.
Who is this Agnes? How do you know her?
A nun who I discovered had a lover out of wedlock. She begged me to conceal her crime, but I exposed her to the prioress. And with some righteousness. I now see that my behavior was too severe. I must request an audience with the Domina and ask her to mitigate her punishment towards this poor girl.
No. Such a sudden change of heart may create suspicion. It will be better for you to continue as you have done. Show an outward severity for the sins of others to better conceal your own. Leave this nun to her fate. She has failed to conceal her actions and is not worthy of love's pleasures. They return. Now I must act. The key. I will descend alone. Wait here. If anyone approaches, warn me with your voice, but dare not follow. It would cost you your life.
And cut. Bridget.
Wow, Marissa is just out of there, huh? You know, maybe Matilda's not the devil. Maybe she's just like chummy with the devil. And in any case, this scene has revealed something of critical import. We now know why both of these characters suck so much. They're cops. They're basically cops. They've chosen to be cops.
I will have you replaced, that you may.
Slate is good?
11 Charlie, take 3.
And action.
How was the night, my child?
He was troubled, but by midnight he had fallen asleep. I have prayed so much my brain aches.
I will have you replaced, that you may rest. You will make yourself ill, which would compound her sadness. His sleep has calmed. Blessed Virgin, the infection has vanished.
Vanished?
That's my lancet. It is clear. The venom has gone. Father Ambrosio. St. Francis be blessed.
What day is it? I feel I slept so long.
It is a miracle.
A miracle. I feel weak. Otherwise healthy.
You should rest. You have recovered from the poison, but I suggest 2 more days to restore your strength. Rosario, you should sleep. I will have Sebastian take your place.
No need, Father. This miracle has restored my energies. I will remain by Ambrosio's side until he walks again.
I cannot argue with the effectiveness of your prayer. If you need help, call.
More devilish. Now try one concerned by her imminent death.
But she knows it's
She's
not
pretending. Perhaps in case Ambrosio sees it's part of her act. Chin up. Cut. I like the devilish one, but it might be too early.
Make us out of bone.
Yeah, the the boom dipping into the shot was fun. It was nice too. It was like, it was subtle. It didn't like whack anybody on the head or anything, and it made sense in the moment, right? Like a character was speaking low, and they were physically low in the scene. You get your overzealous boom operator. I wonder. I just realized I don't actually know how many like minutes of video footage are in this game. I wonder how much of this like full movie they actually shot and put in here. Like, could you construct a version of this film from the footage that is in Immortality? Wait. So we're getting noise on this scene, but we saw this already. And I don't particularly care to see it again. Maybe there was more there that I missed, but no thank you. I can maybe check it again off camera.
Okay.
20 Bravo, take 5.
Try moving on should not be contested. Action.
He seems resigned to his fate. He does not cling to life as I'd expect of one so young.
I fear he is so devout he believes it is God's wish, so should not be contested. I came to ask if you would have someone sit with him, as I must rest for my own sake.
Of course. You yourself have still to fully recover. What a succession of calamities. I will sit with him myself.
Thank you. Perhaps your wisdom can convince the child that life on this earth still has some promise.
I will try.
Print it.
See, here's the thing about filmmaking. Filmmaking is like a diet. And it's important to understand that subtlety is a sometimes food. like cookies or kale. I kind of want to just jump on this dude, honestly. No, we're gonna stick to the move here. You don't really get too much of Robert's face in this one, though.
Should not be contested. You're infected.
Okay, well, I don't remember this.
32 apple, take 2.
Okay, say it again. And action. God the Father of mercies, death and resurrection of the Son, has reconciled the world to himself, sent the Holy Spirit among us for the forgiveness of sins. The mystery of the Church, may God give you pardon and peace, and absolve you from your sins in the name of the Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Amen. Should we go again? I would like to get a close-up on my wrist. Her eyes. Her eyes. Her eyes. It's too much. You'll get us arrested.
Are we cutting?
Yes.
How long do I have to sit here and pretend I've just been blown? She's having a good time, though, huh? Out of curiosity, I didn't hear the sound, but... Okay, no, nothing.
Okay, slower this time. It's a performance. Action.
In your illness, you were taken from me. Yet here I am, close to you. Closer than I have ever been before. I can look upon you without fear of reproach. Your perfect face. Your lips. Christ's example shows us that sacrifice is the truest test of devotion that the Lord can make of us.
Open your lips. Got it. Cut.
Just late. Ten Charlie, take 2.
You know, I hadn't particularly thought about it up till this moment. What is the reason that they are doing all this slating at the end of the scenes instead of at the beginning? Is there a reason? Does that in itself mean something? If it does, I have no idea what it is. I'm totally missing it. But it's just now striking me that it even potentially could. Huh. Let's just rewind until we get our friend's face back on screen. We're blazing through this film. Okay, this is something.
61 Charlie, take 3.
Smoke! And action!
For what am I summoned here?
I am condemned to die. Save me.
Are you prepared to renounce him who made you and who died for you? Answer yes, and Lucifer is yours.
You ask too much. Take me from this dungeon, be my servant for a single hour, and I will be yours for 1,000 years.
No. I must have your soul. Have it mine and mine forever.
I will not doom myself to an eternity. I will not give up hope of one day being pardoned.
You are infamous to both men and angels. Your destiny is already mine.
Liar!
Sign this parchment and I will bear you from hence. Pray for luck when they burn you. Pray that the heat causes the skin around your neck to contract and strangle you quick. Granted, the pain is most intense in the beginning, before your nerves have been seared. But these holy inquisitors are skilled at making this last. Sign. The guards are on their way here. You have minutes left.
I've signed, now take me away.
Hold. Do you freely and absolutely renounce your creator and his son?
I do.
Do you make over your soul to me forever?
Forever.
Without future appeal to divine mercy?
I am yours forever and irrevocably. I abandon all claim to salvation. Now save me, bear me away.
You are mine past reprieve. And I fulfill my promise.
Now!
And cut.
Means we're late again.
Well, let's go again.
Jesus, wing guy, you had one job. I assume literally. This is probably not too much call for a wing guy. Out of curiosity.
What's with light?
Oh yeah. Okay.
Oh no.
Hold on.
Oh,
We're gonna see about jumping to wing guy though. A little bit more. So he's not just, he's a general crew. He's not hired specifically to wing.
Six Bravo, take 3.
That is a shame though. I was very excited about there being a credit for wing guy.
And action.
Ambrosio, the holiest man. What do you risk by authorizing the novice to stay? She remains your friend and disciple. Her love is pure. She has made no attempt to charm or seduce you, and yet she is beautiful. As beautiful as me.
Blessed Virgin.
Freeze. Hold still, Robert.
Yeah, Robert, freeze. Fucking. This guy, I don't know. Oh, this is fun. This effect probably rules.
Turn to the camera slightly. Perfect. And action.
Christ be with me, Christ within me, Christ protect me.
May I kiss your hand? Naughty.
Cut.
Can we go again?
I could definitely hit him harder. All right, that was a loud one. I imagine we're gonna get like a full thing with maybe even dialogue here.
Hang on.
God, she sucks on his finger for a really long time.
virgin birth was a magic trick.
Christ be with me, Christ within me, Christ protects me.
It was a good story, though, wasn't it? What if I told you the two Marys were the same person? So many stories, so many characters. Go on then, you can kiss me.
Huh. Curious. Hard to know what to make of that. He does love to kiss her. I guess we know that from that other clip.
Martini, let her have some fun. Sexier out here on the floor.
$15 apples. Take 2.
It is cool that we were able to jump from
Action.
what the tool would have told us was Ambrosio kissing
Matilda?
Matilda to a different scene of Ambrosio kissing Matilda.
Help! Call for the Pablos! Rosario has fallen! What have you done?
Feel my heart. Kiss me.
Cut. Are you cutting?
Still rolling. Let's get this.
Stop bloody improvising. She doesn't kiss him until scene 16.
So Martini, let her have some fun. Sexier out here on the floor.
Cut.
Okay. John Durek does not take direction well. I guess that makes sense. Huh. I feel like we've seen a lot today. Both in terms of just like the raw amount of footage, but also, you know, the realizing that there are things that are encoded into the footage that play back differently at different speeds of reverse. And that does have me wonder if there may also be things that we can only pick up if we're playing forward at speeds other than 1x. And that we seem to be receiving a variety of signals, or at least the same signal in a variety of ways to indicate these things, but I don't know. I still feel like I don't really know what to make of all of it. There's All right, I think we're going to cut here. That's where we're going to call it for today. Maybe what would be next is for tomorrow. I'm debating whether I think it would be a better idea to just try to see all of the Ambrosio related footage, just try to like get through this whole film. Because here's the thing. We still don't know why Ambrosio was never released. It could be the case that it was a concern about the film being too obscene and, you know, potentially troublemaking for the crew. As we heard someone, I don't know who it was, you know, protesting, you know, we can't show our eyes in this scene. We'll get arrested. But it could also have been something else, something like whatever it was that happened on Minsky. I guess I'm still looking for like what the similarity is. What is the thread uniting these things other than just the presence of Marissa Marcel? Because there has to be something else, right? And unfortunately, it's going to be impossible to find that thread until we actually know what happened on these 3 films. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe we finish deep diving on Ambrosio. Maybe we like spend one day examining each film and try to start like picking up the thread. I am uncertain. When you come back next time, I will have made a decision, potentially, possibly, maybe. Or maybe I'll just do it live. That sounds more likely. And we'll see you then.